Today on Gaming Soon, we briefly talk about the new God of War game, Ascensions, talk a little bit about the Crysis 3 beta, and take a look at a cute little action RTS game, Mcdroid. All this on Gaming Soon. Hello everybody and welcome back to another Gaming Soon. This is Killer Tia, sadly without the sunglasses. And here's our best friend in the whole wide world, number one on the list, Alarico.
Yay!
Yay. Be careful now, that dragon right there may take your place.
No.
So anyway, so what's new, man?
Nothing much. We're gonna talk about some games today, I think.
Obviously.
Games that are coming soon.
Yes, indeed.
Games that are in the perceivable future.
We get the idea.
Alright.
But before we get to the three main games, let's just do a quick update about a couple other games we talked about in earlier gaming soon. Actually, that's one game. Terra has officially come free to play this week, so if you're still interested in that action-based MMORPG, go on ahead and give it a shot. And also, it was just announced that The Witcher 3 will be released for high-end gaming PCs in 2014, and it'll be about 20 to 30 times bigger than the original Witcher 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't play either of the first two.
I haven't played the first two either, but at the time of this recording, you can get The Witcher 2 for about $10, so that's a good deal for a beefy RPG that has a huge fan base.
Right. I remember some of the controversy that surrounded it for a little while there, but other than that, I didn't play the other one.
Oh no, they're having sex like they're consensual adults! Where?
Yeah. Everybody wants to point fingers at everybody for anything these days.
Yeah.
Not surprising me.
Yeah, so anyways, now on to the three main games. Let's talk about the God of War, excuse me, God of War Ascensions. I don't know why I have so much trouble pronouncing God, but there we go, God of War Ascension.
It's Kratos trying to tell you something.
Yes, Kratos saying, get your pronunciation right, or I'll rip your head off and shove it up your ass.
Well, it's God of War. There's not a whole lot you can say about it at this point.
Yeah, at this point, it's just playing it by the books from what I have seen.
Right.
I think it takes place during a time where Kratos was following the original God of War's, Ares' orders, with no question asked, for saving his life in a battle he would have died from.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a prequel to God of War then.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the impression I've been getting at since E3 2012.
All right.
Okay, and
And there's also like the multiplayer offering, which we didn't really get the chance to play because the beta ended.
Yeah, the beta ended before we get the chance to really get our hands on the multiplayer. But the trailer we're going to show you it's still nice. Shows off the game pretty nice, I think. Granted, we haven't really seen the trailer yet, as we're recording this before we have company coming over, but still, it's God of War. If you played the first one, you pretty much know what to expect from the franchise overall.
You played any of them pretty much.
Yeah, but people still come back to God of War because, great solid gameplay and awesome graphics and a pretty mature storyline, I would say.
And the multiplayer actually doesn't look too bad either.
Yeah, it's basically God of War with up to 16 different Kratos. Well, not Kratos, but you know what I mean.
It's got a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It's not Kratos.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing Kratos stuff.
Yes.
Alright,
so anyway, let's move on to the next game. Crysis 3.
I didn't play the other two.
I played the first one. Didn't enjoy the gameplay too much, but it is a very graphical beast. As a matter of fact, the first game is still being used for benchmarks for high-end PC rigs to this day. So you're obviously doing something wrong when people are still using your games for benchmarks. And then the second game, which came out around 2011, not so much graphically pretty when it was originally launched, but patches was released to make it look even better than the original. Not to mention they streamlined their gameplay for much more linear experience, which I have enjoyed. And then we got to play the third one today, and I did enjoy what I had with the open beta up to Crysis 3 multiplayer.
I watched him play a little bit because I wasn't really that interested in playing the beta myself, and it actually looked pretty good.
Oh yes, like I wouldn't say a huge improvement over the second, but it's still an improvement nonetheless. And the gameplay, while you still play like your standard FPS with cloaking suits and such, I did have a good time with it.
Seems like the whole cloaking stuff would be kind of confusing after a while, but
yeah, it was a little bit confusing, I'll be admitted, because sometimes I would think I'd be safe and then like, pow, someone got me from behind because they were cloak. But that kind of mechanic is what made the multiplayer in Crysis, a little bit interesting, because you never know when these stealthy castles are going to come behind and stab you in the back.
right, so like you're never really safe.
Yes, exactly.
I guess that increases the tension a lot in the game, considering.
And like I said before, with the Crysis in general, the graphics are really was a huge part of what made this game popular.
Right.
And what I have seen with this beta is that the graphics, like I said earlier, not a huge improvement, but still a significant improvement nonetheless.
Right.
Want to see what else I wanted to say. I did want to get into like more multiplayer, get new footage for the other gameplay mode that they have, but it was not loading right. It was stuck at 99% the whole time, so I figured, no, thank you.
Well, don't forget it is a beta.
Yeah, it is a beta, so I can forgive it for that, but like, there's only so much you can wait around for that 99% and transform into 100%.
Right. Finally finished loading. Makes me kind of frustrating.
Well, I'm probably not going to get this right off the bat, but I am interested in Crysis 3, so it should come out February 19th for the US and a few days later for the international community. And then this last game we're going to talk about is an interesting arcade real-time strategy game called Mcdroid. And me and you just saw the trailer for that.
Right.
It looks very, I wanted to say cutesy, but it is kind of like that with the nice little shell shading that they have going with the game.
Right. I'm not really sure how to place a game like that.
Yeah.
It seems, I don't know. It seems like the real-time strategy genre is kind of something that seems like it's kind of bad to get into at the moment. For any developer that's not Blizzard.
Yeah. Yeah, because like it's been getting harder and harder for these real-time strategy games to get into the market, especially since they're trying to push into the console business with little to no luck,
Right.
so to speak. But what I've seen with Mcdroid is what it seems to be a very enjoyable game. I've actually downloaded the demo before you came in, so after this I'm gonna record some footage of that and see and like splice some of that into the video.
That sounds good.
Yeah. It's coming out later on in the springtime, but you can actually go on ahead and pay to get access to the beta, Minecraft style, too. So, which I find, kind of odd, so to speak, that people would want to pay to play an unfinished game.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't mind paying right now if it's like a complete game, but I'm not sold on the concept on paying for this beta, especially if said game is going to be a free-to-play game. Not saying that Mcdroid is going to be a free-to-play game, but I have seen games that are being planned out as free-to-play, having people pay up front to get into the beta, like this Dota 2.
Right. Well, a lot of games are doing it like that now because they still got to make money.
Well, I know.
Still gotta pay the bills.
I mean, I know you have to pay the bills, but it does seem kind of odd that they want people to pay for the beta and not for the full version later on. But still, what I've seen is pretty neat. So we're definitely gonna keep an eye on this.
Right. I'll try the demo too. Maybe.
Okay. You shouldn't be too hard to find the demo. Just go to their website and just download it.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So is that it for today?
That's it for today. Kind of a short episode, but I think we got our point across here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's so funny, Mexican?
Nothing.
Like we said, short episode, but we still think we got some interesting games out for you people. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
That's good. So anyways, we'll catch you next time on the next gaming soon. Adios, fellow gamers.
Take it easy.